Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. Well, I can't believe it. It's that time of season again. It's gonna be freezing here in the next week or two, so it's time to winterize the boat. You know, this stuff's dead easy. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money on it. You don't even have to buy antifreeze for that matter. And I'll show you. You need a screwdriver, a wrench, and a vacuum cleaner, a ShopVac, and that's it. And you winterize your boat. It takes 20 minutes, you're done. So the boat's been sitting in the driveway since I last had it out, which is about 2 weeks ago now. And I made a video of the last outing in the Bayliner if you want to check that out. Anyway, you can see water's dripping out of the leg. So all that's going to drain out over the next hour or two, and we'll use the vacuum cleaner to aid that. But I'll go through the step-by-step procedure that I use to do this. And, so this Bayliner happens to be a 1989 175 or 1750 Capri with a 2.3 liter OMC. Basically a Pinto 4-cylinder. It could be any engine, 3 liter, 4.6 liter. They're pretty much all the same. You just have to get to the coolant system and drain it. So this is what I do. So there she is in all her glory. And all we've got to do on this engine is we unhook these 2 hose clamps. And then there's 2 drains, one on the exhaust manifold and one on the block. We take those out, and then we use a ShopVac to blow the engine out. So let's get to it. There's the first drain. Now, if you have a properly cared for boat, which this one was not, you'll have a couple little T-handles on here, like a plastic fitting. I made little fittings, but it's actually easier to just take the whole fitting off and drain it out. So let's do that. A little more difficult with the camera in the way, but hey. So we're just going to drain this. As long as there's no water in the engine, nothing can freeze. Alright, so some people in the past have just done this, and that's it. I go the extra step, and I blow it out with a vacuum cleaner. I run the ShopVac for about an hour, I think, all in all. So you don't need any special tools, just a wrench, or if you have the proper fittings, you can do it with your hands. I will, I suppose, get the fittings off my other engine. See, that's a fair amount of water coming out of there. The block is still full. Not good. If that freezes, your engine's done. It's never coming back. Not a good day for the old Ford Pinto engine. All right, so those two drains are out. Those are the only drains on the engine. So one for the exhaust manifold and one for the block. Next, I take off this coolant hose, and then we hook up the ShopVac to the coolant hose and then blow the engine out for about 30 minutes. And you don't have to use antifreeze or anything. That's the beauty doing it this way. These hose clamps are a bit nasty. So yeah, you don't need antifreeze. You just use ShopVac. All right, now we go get the ShopVac and vacuum away. All right, guys. So what we did is we got the ShopVac, and we've hooked up a hose to the elbow here, and then we're just going to hose clamp that back on, and then turn on the blow side of the ShopVac, and that'll blow warm air through the block, and that'll dry out and blow away any accumulation of water. So far, so as mentioned, I probably don't even have to put a hose clamp on that. Let's try it without a hose clamp. So I see the water coming out already. It's full with water, lots of water. So lots of water coming out and lots of air. An hour, that should all dry up. Nice and dry. I think I've been running this vacuum for about 40 minutes or so. But I'm confident now that we can call this good and be done. What I will do is just reverse this for a minute. So create a suction and suck out the manifold here. It seems to be a little wet on my fingers still. So that's it, guys. The drains are all dry. Happy times, really. That's all there is to it. This block is never going to freeze now. There's no water in it to freeze. I leave this off just to keep it aired out and dry. Put the engine cover back on, and we're going to call that good. That's it. So that's winterizing your 2.3 liter. The next thing I have to do now, so now we're going to go work on the leg, just where the water pickup is in the leg. I'm just going to put these here so that they're there for next spring when I want to put this boat back into service. The battery, we're going to take it out and put it in the garage and keep it on a trickle charger. Okay, there's not much to do to the leg, being that we pressurized the coolant system from the top down, and any liquids that were in here have now come out. But what we're going to do, just to make sure, is put the vacuum on these tiny little drain holes, pull the water out of those if there is any, and then pull any water that may be left in the impeller or any this area back up to the impeller, and just clean that out. So I've utilized a half of an ear muff to put on the other side, push it up like that to create a vacuum. You can use your hand as well on the other side. Put your hand up here like that. That works better than the muff, actually. Well, there you have it, guys. It's as easy as that. About an hour to do a full winterization, not including, of course, the tarping of the boat and whatnot. But the battery's out, the engine's finished, the leg's done. That's it, we're done. So it's as easy as that. So hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.